Una see wetin dey happen, my people. We Igbos are also, or rather, I keep on using this word, we are the architects of our own problems. And trust Nigeria media house, they can twist words just to make sure that they hide the truth from the general public. Obi of Onitsha was asked about Nnamdi Kanu. The guy's response will shock you. You know what he says? He says he don't know anybody that bears such name. That all his life he never hear about such name. But it pains me that a so-called Nigeria media house, just to defend his integrity, or rather, just to make sure that the angry Biafran youth does not turn against the old man who claims to be Obi of Onitsha. Now, they twist it, and then look at what they write here. I did not order Igbo youth to mobilize for demonstration in support of Nnamdi Kanu, Obi of Onitsha. This is what they twist on it. This is what they wrote. But the person that sent me the original information of this is that this guy was a kind of interview, and they hid it from the internet. So I don't know where this guy get this one now. They asked him, or rather they interviewed him, what he got to say regarding Nnamdi Kanu and the court sitting that will take place today. The man said he don't know anybody called Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, he don't know if that name or the person is in existence or late. It's all right. Don't forget, let me remind you that all the killings in our southeast region, both in Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Ebonyi, and Abia State by Fulani headers, are being caused by our traditional rulers, Igwes and Ezes. And then the cause, and because when Fulani enter their community, they will carry Garabos go of money gave to them. What does that signify? They have bought all the whole land that is in that area. A Fulani man made this confession that is why when they enter your farm, simply because they are giving Igwe the money, so they have right to do whatever they like in your land, whether you like it or not. You can see them in Enugu, I think in Kano East or not, where they are operating cassavas. The cassava you planted in your land, in your farm, cash crops. These people will go uproot it and be feeding it to their cows. When you go there to challenge them, they will kill you because they have already paid for your land to your Igwe, who will then keep the money. Because every farm, including the Igwe own, have to be attacked. And while others are hungry, Igwes and his families will be busy eating large. So I'm not surprised if Obi of Onitsha come out and say you don't know about Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow now, they will even ask him, have you ever seen or rather heard about the protest in Amufu over the killings of our people? He will tell you he don't know. Or maybe such a thing does not exist. It's the propaganda. Ndị Igbo make una respect on herself. Una too they like money more than any other thing. Nnamdi Kanu, he don't threaten his defense as ex-Attorney General of the Federation joins his legal team. Christopher Musa, who is busy calling Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, is now going from state to state in the northeast, northwest, and north central, negotiating with bandits. But trust them, Nigeria media house will always twist the matter. We'll look at how they take right time. Military denies knowledge of community negotiations with terrorists. Not community, they are the one that is negotiating with terrorists. Which Musa is the leader. Zojuria is the only country that they will come and tell you somebody who went out there to protest is a terrorist, and they will charge that person for treasonable felony. Why the main terrorists are being harbored, paid, being taken care of, then he called them repentant Boko Haram and initiate them into the army. That was why those are the kind of people who will come and meet you at the checkpoint and tell you, I will shoot you and nothing will happen, and they will shoot you, and that is how you die, Sarah. Nigeria federalism is being tested. Chibuikem Ugo Ngade. My people, I beg, let us discuss this matter. TGIF, thank God, it is Friday. This one is another Friday. And I'm sure This will be the last Friday of this month, if I'm not mistaken. Today is 21. No, I don't think it can be the last Friday. It cannot. But let us continue. I did not order Igbo youths to mobilize for demonstration. Obi of Onitsha laments. Please don't forget our program today by 8, 9, 10 p.m. Our in-house call program. Call and exercise your rights as a Biafran and as a human being. Nobody is going to stop your right from being trampled. The Obi of Onitsha, Igwe Alfred Achebe, had dismissed reports claiming he plans to lead a mass protest in Abuja on March 21, which is today, 2025, in support of the 10 leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, Obi of Onitsha, if you claims that that's earlier talk, which is denied about Nnamdi Kanu, okay, go to the court today and see Nnamdi Kanu. Let him know that Igbo elites are there for him. I respect your office and I respect your old age, but your character is what despises me. Speaking via statement issued on Thursday by his chief of staff, Osita Anionwu, the monarch urged the public to disregard the claim, describing it as false and misleading. He explained that he is currently outside the country attending the United Nations Conference on the status of women in the United States. Status of women. Are you a woman? Obi of Onitsha now attending the status of a woman. Why your wife no go that program? This man a genius wine. The statement read: the palace of the Obi of Onitsha, Imo Obi Onitsha, has been made aware of a false social media report alleging that His Majesty has instructed Igbo youth to mobilize for a massive demonstration in Abuja on March 21, 2025 in support of Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance. Even if you mobilize, say, which Igbo want to go to protest? I ask, which Igbo want to go out there to protest so that they will kill them off? According to it is falsely claimed that the Obi of sorry, my people. I repeat, it is falsely claimed that Obi of Onitsha will personally lead the protest. We categorically deny this report. His Majesty did not issue any such directive. The Obi of Onitsha is presently in New York, USA, attending the United Nations Conference on the Status of Women, and will not return to Nigeria until March 2026. While reiterating its commitment to a peaceful resolution of Kanu's case, the palace urged the public to rely only on official sources for credible information. The joint body of the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and representatives of Igbo archbishops and bishops on peace and reconciliation, led by the Obi of Onitsha, remains steadfast in advocating for Nnamdi Kanu's release. However, we urge the public to ignore the false reports circulating online, the statement added. Nnamdi Kanu strengthens defense as ex-Attorney General of the Federation joins legal team. Former Attorney General of the Federation AGF Kanu Agabi SAN and senior advocate of Nigeria San Uche Njoko have joined the legal team defending Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Agabi, a former senator and two-time Attorney General of the Federation, is expected to lead Kanu's legal team, which is currently headed by IPOB Special Counsel Barrister Aloy Ejimako, according to a source familiar with the case. The source confirmed to Sahara reporters that Kanu has retained his existing legal team, which includes Maxwell Opara and Emeka Ejiofor, ensuring a comprehensive defense strategy as his trial resumes. Kanu, who is a controversial rendition from Kenya in June of 2021, remains in the custody of the Department of State Service DSS. His next court appearance is scheduled for Friday, March 21, before Justice James Omotosho of Federal High Court 7 in Abuja. The latest development followed a judicial reshuffle in Kanu's case. Nigerian News reports that Kanu's trial will start afresh after the recusal of Injustice Binta Iyako Motala, the former presiding judge, initially overseen by Iyako. The case was reassigned to Justice Omotosho after Kanu and Ejiofor publicly called for a change in judicial oversight. This request was made after an unusual attempt to return the case to Justice Iyako. of the Federal High Court. Military denies knowledge of community negotiation with bandits or terrorists. The Nigerian Military High Command has stated that it is unaware of any community in the Northeast negotiating or entering peace agreements with bandits and terrorists for protection. Speaking at a press briefing in Abuja on Thursday, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kangiye, dismissed reports suggesting such a peace deals. He questions why any community will resort to negotiations given the sustained military offensive against terrorist groups. The military is carrying out its operation in line with established protocols for internal security. If any community claims to be seeking peace with bandits, the military does not support that, Kangiye asserted. He further emphasized that joint military operations in collaboration with the hybrid forces and other security agencies have remained relentless in tackling terrorism and organized crime. Throughout the past week, troops conducted a series of combat patrols, raided raids, ambushes, clearance operations, and search and rescue missions, resulting in significant successes. According to Kangiye, several terrorists were neutralized, their collaborators were captured, and kidnapped victims were successfully rescued. Nigeria's federalism is being tested. Chibuikem Ugo Ngade. Whether it is tax reform or local government autonomy, no one headline about Nigeria federalism is likely to grab attention. That is until now. Yesterday evening, Bola Ahmed Tinubu dropped a bombshell. He invoked emergency powers and suspended the democratically elected governor of Rivers State, Siminaye Fubara, a member of the opposition party PDP. This follows a prolonged political battle between Fubara and his former boss, now Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, without getting bogged down in the details of their fallout. I want to explain why this development is terrible for the appearance of subnational autonomy and why it threatens the future of Nigeria federalism. Legal and historical background. The President derives the power to declare a state of emergency from Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Subsection 1 allows the President to issue a proclamation if they are satisfied that Nigeria or any part of it is in state of emergency. Subsection 3 makes it clear this is not a carte blanche. It lists specific conditions justifying the declaration. Subsection 4 requires the President to seek approval from the National Assembly within 2 days if in session or in 10 days if not. 3 Nigerian presidents have used this power since 1999, Obasanjo in Plateau 2004, and Ekiti in 2006, and Jonathan in Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, and parts of Plateau in 2011. Obasanjo, like Tinubu, suspended the elected governors of the affected states. Legal scholars have long debated whether Section 305 grants the President to remove or suspend governors. The Supreme Court has upheld this view, confirming that elected officials cannot be dismissed unilaterally, even under emergency rules. The undermining of the law is troubling enough, but Tinubu's justification marks a new low. It offers the flimsiest rationale we have seen to date and represents one of the most significant overreaches of presidential power in recent history. Why this time is different? Nigeria adopted federalism deliberately. The country's deep ethnic, regional, and religious diversity made centralized governance unattainable. After the colonial amalgamation of 1914, tensions between major ethnic groups and numerous minorities intensified. Federalism, with its emphasis on subnational autonomy, was seen as a way to preserve self-determination for these varied groups while it's holding the country together. States and their governors are meant to be the vehicle of self-determination. States have constitutionally protected powers and revenue streams. They can charge or cut their own costs, even if the federal government disagrees, provided they stay within the law. Tinubu's use of emergency powers signals a shift, the bar from when a president can deem it reasonable to remove a sitting governor is now dangerously low. Nigeria federalism is already skewed in favor of the federal government. The power imbalance is not news. Governors who oppose the president know their election chances will suffer. But this is different. This signals that a governor's tenure, not just their electoral prospects, is subjected to federal whim. It tilts the balance even further in favor of center. Broader implications. Federalism is not one size fits all. Nigerian commentators love to debate through federalism. There's no shorting over the past 3 years. My research has exposed me to nearly every variant of federalism in existence. Some are centralized, others decentralized. Some promote subnational autonomy, others prefer cooperation. Whether Nigeria leans towards one or the other will depend entirely on political actors and how they choose to cooperate or consolidate power. Even electing governors is not a given. Russia is a federal state where governors are appointed. What underpins any federal system, though, is public buy-in. The legitimacy of any political structure rests on whether the public believes in its principles. Federalism is meant to sign or rather signal fairness and independence. Tinubu's action shatters that perception, particularly in the Niger Delta, a region that has historically been treated unfairly despite its significant contributions to the national economy. The perception of the unfairness cuts two ways. For Niger Deltans, they have watched emergency power deployed in northern states under Jonathan and sustained by Buhari, yet governors were never removed. Meanwhile, peoples in the north who endured the brunt of terrorism, losing family members, livelihoods, places of worship, why question why despite such violence, their leadership remained intact? Is their suffering less important because their states do not produce oil? On top of this, Rivers State has now has a governor installed on wholly political pretext without the electoral consent of the people. In many instances, Nigeria's electoral consent is already dubious, but at least the perception of it exists here. That perception has not even been attempted. It deepens the legitimacy crisis and derives home how little regard is being paid to democratic principles at the state level. These perceptions will only deepen with the extra excessive federal intentions, eroding federalism capacity to manage ethnic diversities and its tensions. More troubling is set a precedent. Each use of emergency rule honors the bar. Future presidents may use it not for genuine security crisis, but for political control, especially in opposition-led states. It signals that even manageable internal disputes could invite federal takeovers. My people, I don't hear the whole thing finish, so let us just end it here. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. I'll be right back. Messiano.